You're officially welcome to Action News.
Thank you, sir.
If you're going to work here, then you're going to have to wake up. Follow the ball. If you can't, you better learn quickly.
Are you going to create an upset for being the first man to win producer's seat on a women's show?
Yeah, I will. And not because I'm a man, but because I know my stuff.
What did they say at the meeting at the town hall?
What did I ever say? Discussing about the price of Gary, and not one word was mentioned about the sickness. After all you told them at the last meeting, I don't even know why you bother about these people. You are trying to help them, and they don't even care. Only Gmail tried to talk to me after the meeting, and you know he has his own agenda.
So nobody...
Nobody. Don't worry, Chicken, my brother. I'll find help.
She's still here.
She's still here.
Girlfriend? Well, interesting. See you tomorrow.
Excuse me. Once he's busy working, he loses track of time. Are you sure you still want to wait? I have to leave soon.
Isn't that...
Finally, one that has AC and not that old oven. I am picking it up the day after tomorrow.
Correct. How did you get this car so cheap, man?
Mustafa, I know people in special places.
Really? Finally.
Finally what?
Our meeting.
Look, I can't meet with you now. I'm on air in 10 minutes.
That was why we agreed you were going to come in 30 minutes earlier.
You said? I didn't tell you. Hey, Johnny, are you on the night shift as well?
What? Didn't know it was that late. I completely...
Excuse me. Johnny Alache. I need your help. Nothing he got from the hospital or from the factory clinic seemed to work. We could hardly afford the treatment anyway. Then he began to feel too sick to go to work most of the times, and then he lost his job.
What happened then?
Chike himself, that's my sick brother, who realized that more and more people were getting sick in the community. More than before. I mean, a young girl was recently diagnosed with cancer. The fifth one in 1 month. It's not normal.
People fall ill. Why do you think that is abnormal?
But compared to when we were little, there are lots of sick and deformed children being born. And even the grown-ups aren't that healthy. Now, Chike has always been very clever. He started trying to talk to the doctors to find out if he was correct in thinking that all this was not normal.
What do you think was causing all the illness in the community?
Well, John, I think...
Call me Johnny.
What are you looking for? What do you want?
What happened to you? Well, you know how it is. Once in a while, you get a rough customer that feels his money has ownership of your body, you know. Big deal. Is his house? Is his car? I can't go back there. I can't, at least for some time. I can't go back. I just need a place to stay for a few days.
Well, it seems a bit coincidental that this young man got beaten up just when he started asking questions about the situation. The young girl I spoke with. What? Anyway, she has offered to take me to interview her brother, and I intend to use the opportunity to look around and ask some questions. The place is not far, it's on the outskirts of Ibadan.
Okay, sounds interesting. I'd like to follow up at the end of the day. Any more ideas?
MM has an idea.
Yes, MM.
I learned that the youth group that got together on the rebuilding initiative after the ethnic clash in the Itako community officially opened their youth center. I thought it would be a good idea to cover it.
Yinka, you were covering that group originally. Are you not interested in doing a follow-up on that story?
I have no objections to covering the story, but maybe she should go with Asuka since he's been there before and was originally involved in the story. So she could go.
And what time is the opening?
2 o'clock this afternoon.
And what are you still waiting for?
I just need to know what could possibly be causing illness like this in a community of the sort.
Well, you know, that's a kind of a tall order, okay? I need background info. Do they have any factories or companies in the area?
I know there's a battery factory not far from there. I know that much. A lot of people in the community work there. I'm not sure what else. I beg, I come.
That's strange.
What?
That filling station. It's usually very busy, but still nothing is happening there. I hope there isn't going to be a fuel problem.
You want to stop and investigate?
It's a very good topic. But we have our assignments, perhaps some other time.
Well, that's coming a little late is today's weather report. We're sorry we were unable to bring the weather report earlier. It was due to problems in the weather. Whether we bring the weather report on time tomorrow all depends on the weather.
You see that? She gets stranger by the day.
Oh, come on, don't be so uptight. I mean, a real laugh really never hurts anybody. Wallahi, this girl will kill me. It's impossible to get her to sit down and discuss the plans for the new Women Issues program.
You cannot tolerate that, I mean. How are you supposed to run the show?
Did you just see that?
See what?
Hobby's joke on the weather report.
Joke? I'm afraid I wasn't paying attention.
What about those papers? Have you signed them yet?
Oh yes, I did. They are over there.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm just feeling out of sorts lately.
Have you been eating properly?
Not really. Probably that's it.
Yes. And on the long run, you gain nothing by starving yourself.
I'm not starving myself. I just forget to eat sometimes.
What a thing to forget.
So, how are things going on with that man you're seeing?
Oh, no, sir. Things are fine.
You didn't sound convincing.
What? Everything is fine. Mustafa, you're not being at all objective.
Effie, let me remind you that it is not your place to say who gets interviewed on this show. You interview whoever I tell you to interview.
But that doesn't mean you should turn down a good suggestion. I mean, what happened to teamwork? And what are your reasons for not wanting these women on the show anyway? These are the women who have made it in this country, you know.
They are. And I know they have lots of cool stuff to say. But Effie, I want us to start this program by focusing on those problems that prevent a lot of women from making it. You grab?
My report. Imagine if I hadn't suggested it this morning.
Imagine if no one had suggested you mentioning it.
Thank you.
No need. But next time a great idea occurs to you, make sure no one bullies you into mentioning it, okay?
Studying going well?
What studying?
You look like you've been studying math.
Well, you could say so. You need maths to keep track of household accounts.
Household accounts?
Well, that's all I should be planning for as a future. How should I dream of a degree I can get when my father is taking all my money?
Don't tell me she started with her tales of war again.
Effie.
What? She keeps talking like she's the only one who was born with problems. Look, if you're not comfortable at home, move out.
Just like that?
Why not? Am I not staying alone? Stop complaining and do something.
Don't mind her, Sidi. She's just saying
Maybe
that.
she's right.
Well, it's just that I've been busy lately. I know. I guess I can make out some time this evening. At the cafe? Okay. See you then. Bye.
You still haven't told him.
Musti, how do you tell someone you love about something like this? I've been dreading it.
But you can't put it off forever.
I spoke to 2 of the doctors in our community clinic, and they said, true, the way everybody is sick is not normal. That there must be something at the bottom of it.
What did you do then?
I started talking to everyone. Little by little, they began to listen. I told them how the doctor said that the sickness might have been caused by the pollution in the community. I visited the battery factory. I lost my job there not too long before that. Anyway, I asked them if they knew anything about the pollution in the community, and they said they did not know anything.
What was your next course of action?
About 2 days later, at the town hall meeting, I started to talk about how we needed to find out what was making us sick. And some of the people said that they heard I went to accuse the people at the factory of poisoning us. I said I did not. I just went to ask them questions, but they did not want to hear. You just have to understand. Most of the people in the community depend on the factory for work. They are the ones that built the town hall, the clinic, and so many other things. All of a sudden, nobody wanted to hear what I had to say again.
How long after this were you beaten up?
The next night, I was attacked in the dark. I didn't see their faces.
I just don't think they're right.
You didn't find them funny? Look, I have some other ones.
No, I mean inappropriate.
Eh? Look, I promise you, sir, whatever you're thinking, they are very clean jokes.
That's not what I mean.
You think they are funny. You don't think they're inappropriate. So you like them after all.
That's not the point. The point is whether or not it belongs on the news.
Oh, is that all, sir? Look, a good joke is never out of place any day. Ask anyone. After all, our station is not like any other. We're about new ideas, aren't we?
Well...
Just think about it overnight, sir. Please.
Today, this building stands right in the center of Ita, a pillar of peace intended to remind the people of the community of what can be achieved through cooperation rather than violence. This is Eshiet reporting from AN24. How's that?
Okay for now, my choice, boss. Hey, come on, don't let that put you down, okay? I mean, it takes lots of talent and years of experience to make it as a reporter. Here are some of my tapes. I mean, listen to them. That could help you. Hey. Excuse me.
What about the report?
Don't touch anything there.
Welcome to Headline News on AN. These are the headlines. Nurses return to work today after 1 week of...
Where's MM's report?
I'm not sure if she had submitted it at the control room. I don't think so.
Tell her I want to see her report immediately.
Okay.
Hello, girl. You look rather quiet this evening. Anything wrong?
Well, actually, I wanted to just...
Excuse me, please. Well, my friend and I just wanted to come over and tell you that we're your biggest fans. In fact, we think you're such a wonderful musician.
Wow, thank you. Thank you. You know, it's always nice to get some appreciation from fans. So what are your lovely names?
My name is Charity, and my friend is...
I'm Shola, and our names professionally are Queen and Duchess.
Oh, are you into music? What did you do? What did you do?
I was just trying to...
Did I not tell you not to touch anything? Isn't that what I said?
All I did was...
What it is you did, you just erased your report. MM, Sorry needs your report now.
You're all that I need.
That's excellent. We should do something together. Why don't you give me...
Do you think you could perhaps show some respect for my presence?
Baby, are you okay?
What sort of question is that?
Surely you're not taking this seriously. You know how I joke.
Does it look as if I'm laughing with you? I have been sitting down here for the past 30 minutes, waiting to discuss something with you, while you've been bouncing around the entire cafe, feeling like a celebrity.
If you want to talk to me about something, talk.
Don't you think we should wait until we are alone?
Look, if what you want to talk to me about can't wait, then say it now. I'm still trying to get to know about this budding young musicians.
Okay, if you insist.
I insist.
I just thought you would like to know that I'm currently treating myself of pelvic inflammatory disease.
An STD I contracted after having unprotected sex with you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't even try that one with me. In case you've forgotten, I would remind you. Can you remember you saying, baby, please, you know it's not the same if you have condom on?
You don't have to be so graphic. And I don't know why you're looking at me like I used the gun on you or something. You should have known better as well.
I agree. I was stupid. I thought I was in love. And I was foolish enough to think that you respected me. Now I realize that you think you need to prove to yourself that as a virile African male, you don't use protection. As if that makes any sense. But on the plus side, by making this mistake with you, I've learned not to make the mistake with someone else. I'm even lucky this time around. Only God knows what you'll be passing around next.
Maureen, I'm back. Welcome. Oh, I hope you're hungry. I made too much rice.
You mean you still don't know how to measure rice? It smells good, sir.
Well, it will soon be ready.
Maureen.
Yeah.
Come here. Are you job hunting?
Not my type. I'm just going through it out of curiosity, you know, seeing the way the other half lives, the working class half.
I thought you were considering crossing over to our side. Or do you want to remain as the other kind of working class?
Ify, look at me now. I'm too old to change my spots now.
But it's possible, you know.
I don't know. Well, anyway, those ones now feel tricky. On to lighter topics. Tell me, how about that guy you've been trying to scope in your office? Did he smile at you today?
You're so stupid.
Come on.
Most of us say there are certain chemicals used in the making of batteries that can be harmful to the community if not well disposed of. Mercury, lithium, cadmium. Some of them cause cancer, some even cause kidney failure. Some others even cause genetic and mental disorders. And all this is consistent with what I've heard about the sickness in the community. So I intend to find out how the battery factory is disposing of their waste.
What's your next plan of action?
Today I intend to visit the factory and try to speak with some of the workers there. I also intend to speak with some of the doctors and try to get them to go on the record about all the sickness in the community.
Great, but be very careful. I think that wraps it up for today.
Sir, you promised that you're going to look into my joke issue. I still have some other ones.
No need.
Sad.
What do you think about Obi's special version of the weather report yesterday?
What special version was that?
She cracked a joke, and I liked it. So did I.
Nobody here thinks that perhaps we should stick to serious business on the air?
I think we're in danger of taking ourselves too seriously.
Tell him, madam.
You do?
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're all humans. There's nothing wrong with a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
Hey, did you get into trouble?
Mr. Abaseki was quite angry. He's talking to Madam Aisha now.
Shh, don't worry, I'm sure it will all turn out alright, okay? Hey, Efe, I come to help Ty wash his new car.
New car?
Air conditioned, baby.
Or like new.
Udasham, is he selling body parts?
Is everyone coming?
Yes, so John is coming with his new girlfriend.
Maybe we should stop spreading this rumor. Be starting her state of joblessness. Like, she's always a source for some story.
Eh? You look very pleased to see her this morning. Anyway, how is that your business?
Is there anything you would like to say to us?
No, I know I made a very foolish mistake, but I was just so excited about my report that I couldn't wait.
Well, Osara and I have talked it over, and we decided your enthusiasm was well meant. We're giving you another chance to channel that your enthusiasm towards more positive results. I mean, we decided not to hold that error against you. Everybody makes mistakes.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Sorry.
Alvin made the right decision.
You mean you're sure it was the wrong one?
We shouldn't have hired her in the first place. She's not experienced enough. And in fact, she has no business being in the news business.
Well, I think you're expecting too much of her too soon. Why don't you lighten her duties a little? Allow her to learn.
The doctors wouldn't talk to me either.
What do you expect? The battery factory built the clinic.
Adelby, let's not jump to conclusions. We don't know that the battery factory has anything to do with the sickness.
Oh, then why was Chike beaten up after he went to ask questions at the factory? I heard about this free clinic in Ibadan. I want to take him there first for some tests as soon as possible.
This guy we're waiting for, is he...
My boyfriend? Oh, no, nothing like that.
Adelby, you wanted to see me?
Yeah. Sit down. Don't you recognize him?
Adelby, you mean you really went...
Oh, so you thought I was joking when I said I was going to do it, right?
Adelby, why do you like to look for trouble?
I didn't call you here for that. I need your help. Jenny needs to talk some of your workers at the factory. So I thought maybe you could take him to where you guys go to relax.
I don't think
Adelby. Anytime at all. Just call on me when you need my help.
Adelby, that's not fair. I wasn't talking about anything that will cause trouble.
Jimo, there's a possibility that something is making people in the community sick. If it has not affected your family or friends yet, it's only a matter of time. Don't you think the truth is important?
Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with us. I feel so stupid.
Don't stress yourself. Everyone makes mistakes. But the greatest mistake would be not to have learned from this one.
Excuse me. When what? What is it? Are you following me around now?
You were the one complaining when I came to your office.
I even need to ask why you're here.
If you already know, I don't need to say it now.
When?
Okay. I just need some extra on top of the usual cash to invest in something.
Which extra again? How long have I been working here? I've not been able to save up any money because of you. And after what happened today, I don't even know if...
It's not like I'm trying to take advantage of you. I'm only trying to make something of myself. Wouldn't you be happier if your big brother makes his own money instead of having to come to you all the time?
I don't understand what you mean. Our figures are showing definite improvement. And already we have 2 letters of interest from companies considering advert placement. Didn't you get my faxes?
But you don't seem to have acted on any of my suggestions.
Mr. Atanda, I thought the important thing is for us to make progress. Check the faxes I sent. They're all in there.
Well, perhaps I haven't studied the faxes closely enough. I'll go through them and get back to you.
I'm tempted to take this phone off the hook. So are you going to tell me what's been on your mind?
I think Nusa might pop the question soon.
Question?
Ask me to marry him.
I thought that would be a good thing.
Well,
I thought you said Nosa was nice and smart.
yes, he's all that. But sometimes he seems so unfocused. And at my age, I can't begin to listen to all those young ideas about living on love.
Why are you talking as if it's 20?
I'm not joking, Aisha. He was offered this wonderful job in oil, but he kept saying he couldn't sell his soul.
You sound materialistic.
I'm talking about being practical. I've worked hard all these years, saved and invested my money. I can't just lose all my focus because I've met him.
And you told him all this?
Times without number. But he keeps talking about compromise, compromise, compromise. I've done too much manage in my life. Oh.
Why don't you try to think of what this relationship is adding to your life instead of what it is denying you?
What the brothers think they can do, the sisters can do it better.
Yeah. Bring it up, baby.
Everybody watch me beat the weather girl.
Umba, 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 umba. Oh no!
Look, it's because you're a woman. It was people like Johnny. I'll beat them here.
Johnny no send. Johnny don't beat the Amaria there.
Johnny Bravo. Are we fighting? Why don't you want to come and gist with us?
So much about that. I didn't see anything to support your theory, and none of the factory workers wanted to see anything on camera.
And these were the same people Chike was trying to help. I'm sure every single one of them has a family member who is sick.
No, you can't blame them. Nobody wants to see anything they don't know about.
I think we should find a square root instead of cramping the young people's style.
Find square root?
Yeah, my son's way of saying, let's get the hell out of here. Cecilia, I'm too old for what you're dragging me into.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I happen to be in the very flush of my youth.
Madam is here. Come on, a round of applause. Somebody bring a drink for our madam. We are celebrating. Have you seen the new car?
Well, Terry, thank you. I don't need a drink. I just want to sit here.
Well, in that case, Obi was just about singing for us. Yes, but maybe you can give us a special number. No, madam. It's the rule here. Yeah. Madam, please, another one. Just one more.
No, Tara, I should believe you.
Okay, please, say farewell to our madam. Bye-bye. See, what I'm telling you, you were so lucky.
We lost our parents just as Chike gained admission into the Polytechnic. Of course, there was no money for schooling then, but since I was attending the secondary school my parents used to teach in, they let me finish my secondary education without paying. Chike tried his luck in the city without success and ended up working in the factory because we needed all the money we could get.
So how did you feel about that?
Chike is not the sort of person to complain about something cannot change, but I know that if I were not there for him to support, he would have left town since.
Johnny, aren't you going to introduce me to her?
No, she's not my girlfriend.
My brother loves watching you read the news. He thinks you're so pretty.
She's not even my girlfriend, though. I felt so stupid. What, are you going somewhere?
Well, you know how it is with skills.
Are you okay?
Pass me some water, please. Thank you. You know, skills. You have to keep on polishing so you don't lose the touch.
This your cough still hasn't gone. Sorry. Yeah. So now, are you saying that makeup is your skill? I thought you were going out today to look for a job.
Jobs. Sha, this your AC is not it at all. It's not doing it. I miss the one in my house.
Your house? I thought you said it was not your house. So what are you saying about the job?
I was talking to someone on the phone today and she was telling me how much they pay them. I mean, you sit in an office all day and you end up being paid something that is not even up to buying the necessities of life.
What do you mean? I work and I get a pretty decent salary from what I do.
I suppose that's a matter of opinion.
Well, I'd rather have my life than have to pay the price you did to get yours. Meanwhile, I hope you're not thinking of going back to your old lifestyle.
The test results will tell if there is anything wrong. But you're obviously anemic. Have you been eating regularly, taking your vitamins?
Not exactly. So that is all that is wrong. Just what I told Cecilia.
I'm not saying that. The test will tell. But until then, I shall prescribe some vitamins and blood supplements.
I'm sure there's nothing wrong with me. I never get sick. I should have saved myself the trouble of this visit. I had so much to do in the office.
You do need more rest and eat better.
Who took my oranges? I had 3 oranges here, now no oranges.
It wasn't me. I'm not taking oranges for a week.
Not taking oranges for a week?
Yeah, it's something I'm trying out. No citrus food for a week. I want to find out how it affects the body negatively so I can learn how best to use it positively.
Okay, I was going to ask you about something. Didn't you have a woman on Rising Stars last week who made hats?
Yes, I did.
And she says she trains people.
Yeah, she does, but they pay for the training.
Okay, that means she's really not their boss.
No, she's not. Why are you asking? Are you tired of your newscasting job?
No, I'm asking for someone.
Ice water, please. Ice water. Ice water, please.
What's wrong with him?
What's wrong with you? Is it raining outside?
Far from it. It looks like the people in this town are rehearsing for hellfire.
I thought you just going to come with air conditioning.
Don't mind him.
So did I. So did I, Ife. So did I.
It's a scavenger hunt. The residents in an estate are organizing for some orphans, to give them a nice outing.
That sounds fun.
Yes, this even I should be able to get this one right.
Who are you going with?
Me. Are you ready?
Adobe, hi.
Hi. Thank you.
So your visit to the clinic, how did it go?
It went all right. They did some tests, and I have to go back for the results. But more importantly, I got a call from Jimo. He has some important information for us. Hello.
Are you going well?
That woman, are the two of you?
Oh no, nothing like that. She has a boyfriend.
Tonight, these children will return to their orphanage and their everyday lives. But for one day, they have experienced an alternative kind of life due to the philanthropy of residents of Akande Estate. Head of the Residential Association, Mrs. Da Silva, says the association is already making plans to have orphans over for another visit soon. This is Eshiet reporting for AN.
You can't go wrong with kids.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You haven't been?
No, of course not. I learned from the last time. I've been taking my pills.
It would be better if you actually ate, Mr. Osaro.
You've not been looking too sharp yourself.
I am fine.
Everything okay?
I am fine.
What time did you say they'll come out?
Any second.
Where did you get that information?
The 4-man was celebrating his birthday in the bar. Drinks for everyone, especially himself. Here they come.
Is that the truck?
I think so.
Looks like you were right all along. The battery factory is dumping its waste right in the community. It seeps through the soil and water and poisons everyone. Those things are supposed to be buried in spiral containers at a certain depth.
I knew it. The sooner these people are held accountable, the sooner Chike can get medical help.
Next thing we have to do is get a statement from the factory. I'll go there tomorrow and speak with them. I also need to get a statement from the government and the Workers' Welfare Board.
Speak with the factory and the government. What for?
To get a statement from them. We just can't edit a report without doing that first.
But these people have lots of money. They'll find a way to cover everything up before the report comes out. And Chike will not be able to benefit from the truth he has suffered for. And I'm sure any official you speak with would have been bribed by the factory to turn a blind eye.
Adobe, I'm a journalist and I have to stay professional. Don't worry. If these people knew anything about this, they can't get away with it. You care for an orange?
Are you sure you're not the one that took my oranges?
Can we please stick to the topic? Besides, for how many days do you want to keep asking about the same oranges?
I bought fresh oranges on my way to work this morning. Do I have to dye my oranges to keep them safe?
So I take it you've grabbed the whole gist of the first edition of the program, right? Is that because you do not have no questions I can see?
I do have something to say. I don't agree with your angle. Women are victims because they make themselves victims.
It's ridiculous. It's not the fault of the women. Society places them in the position they're in. I mean, you don't just break out of that kind of situation overnight. It's a long journey.
Really? Johnny, call. Johnny, I've had disadvantages as a woman, but I still made something out of my life.
Well, disadvantages are different, all right? And in the background I come from, you don't just get ahead by shining your teeth.
And what is that supposed to mean? I smell oranges.
So?
Yinka, yeah? Guess what I'll be doing this evening?
You know I'm useless, I guess, and tell me.
I want to go looking for vacant rooms that are available for rent.
You're serious about that thing?
At least there's no harm in looking for what is available. At least some people will stop accusing me of doing nothing but complain.
All those people in the community who didn't do anything will now benefit from this.
You should never let thoughts like that prevent you from doing the right thing. Chike had the right idea.
Speaking of Chike,
What's that? Is it about the test?
I asked Jimo to help me get the test results from the hospital. And he says he's going to call me tomorrow morning to get the results.
I hope it's not that bad.
Can we join you guys?
If I told you wanted to.
That's okay. We're just about leaving.
Thank you. So? I haven't really thanked you for all you've been doing. I know I have been a bit forceful, but you've been very patient with me. You've been wonderful.
So, you're going to be on your way home now?
Yes. Where are you going?
I have to get to the newsroom. I have some reports to edit. Would you like to come along? No, I'm sure you're in a hurry and it's getting late.
No, not necessarily, no. I could stay for an hour or so.
Maureen, did you have hat making classes?
Is that your good evening? Anyway, they wouldn't punish me for missing one class. And you don't have to police me.
Look, you don't have to just sit around and wait for things to come to you. You have to make an effort, Maureen.
Am I not trying? I mean, I registered for the hat making classes because of you.
You're not supposed to be doing it for me. You're supposed to be doing it for yourself.
So when will you go to the factory?
Tomorrow. Relax and trust in the truth.
I do. I just don't want to get buried alive.
I think I'll get myself a cup of coffee. Should I get you one?
Hello? Okay, I'll be there as soon as I can.
Have you seen Adobe?
She just walked past on her way out. Obviously, she was rushing to catch the bus before it's late.
She left. That's funny. Was she holding anything?
Yeah, actually, she was holding a tape.
So, how did it go?
Complete failure.
Why? What happened?
First of all the rooms I can afford, I can't even begin to describe it.
You went flat hunting?
Yes, I did. I was beginning to imagine that if I paint the place, fix the curtain, the carpet, the landlord started talking about 2 years rent in advance. How am I supposed to get that kind of money? There is more. When I said it was for me alone, the landlord said his house is not in Britel. I should go back to my parents' house.
He said that?
It's rubbish. I can't imagine why they should believe that because I'm a young female who wants to live all alone. I must be engaging in prostitution.
I hope that has not discouraged you, has it?
Of course it has. I can't start collecting intel all around. I can just stay in my house and save money for transport.
Don't you think you're exaggerating things? Most of us have looked for houses too, you know.
We are not in the same kind of situation. Even if I eventually get somewhere to live, I'll still have to deal with the fact that my father would rather kill me than let me move out.
Afe, you need to learn to show sympathy for people's problems. Or do you think they choose to have these problems on purpose?
Well, that hopefully is what the weather will be like today. I wouldn't swear to it. I lost my last job because the weather didn't always agree with me.
Any mail for me?
You asked me an hour ago.
I'm asking you again.
No.
Has anybody seen Jenny?
Why do you have to know? Isn't it enough Albert to get it on time?
Why are you being so secretive? Can't you tell me where you're getting the money?
I can tell you.
Johnny, what are you doing here?
I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. I'm not going to ask you why you took the tape. I can figure that out for myself. I just want you to think about what you're planning to do.
I thought hard. I'm in a desperate position here, Johnny, and I think you should understand that. And there's no guarantee that what you're going to do is going to be of any help to me.
What tape are you talking about?
The tape I'm going to sell to the people who did this to you, and they'll pay. Or else I'll reveal what's in the tape to the public. And don't look at me like that. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get the money? Look, I know you won't approve. But after all, they're just going to pay for what they did.
This is blackmail for God's sake. Apart from that, am I the only one suffering from the effect of the pollution?
Yes. What about the other sick people in the community? Don't you care about them?
Those people who refuse to do anything to help?
If you allow those people to buy your silence, buy the power you have to hold them accountable for their actions, you give them the license to continue to do the same to other people.
Adobe, I did not start doing this to save my skin. But I choose to do it because I felt that if someone was doing wrong, they should be exposed and stopped.
I almost gave in to the temptation of taking the easy way out while I was in a desperate situation. But in the end, I came to see that making such a choice would have been very wrong. I mean, this was a choice that would have ended up having serious consequences on a lot of other people apart from myself. And I didn't think about that.
The toxic waste generated by this battery factory has been polluting the community that has played host to it for years, causing grave danger to their welfare and health. The governmental safeguards and organizations set up to prevent this kind of exploitation seems in this case to have done nothing. When contacted for an interview, they denied any knowledge of such occurrence, despite the fact that their officials periodically visit this factory to inspect the conditions and methods of waste disposal.
Hello, how are you doing?
I am fine.
It is nice to know that you are doing fine.
Sissy, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Oh my God, you are engaged?
Maury, you would not believe this. The show actually went well. Maury, did you watch it?
Ife, you can lead a horse to the stream, but you can't make her wear a hat. Thank you for trying anyway. Old habits die hard. Maureen.
There's plenty of time to plan a wedding. Yeah. And I never got to find out what your doctor eventually said. Aisha, call him now.
Hello, doctor. I'm Aisha Abdullahi. I caught. Oh, okay. I'm what?